Hello, Anointed Ones. Welcome back to Anointed TV, your trusted source for insights, updates, and thought-provoking discussions in the Christian world. If you're passionate about truth and transparency, you're in the right place. Today, we're delving into a shocking and deeply troubling story: the alleged history of cover-ups at the Daystar television network, founded by the late Marcus Lamb and his wife, Joni Lamb. From accusations of misconduct to financial misappropriation and moral failings, this story uncovers a side of Daystar few would believe exists behind its polished exterior. Recently, Marcus and Joni Lamb's legacy has come under fire. Their children, Jonathan and Susie Lamb, have accused their parents of covering up serious allegations. According to reports, the Lambs allegedly manipulated facts to exonerate an accused perpetrator of abuse within their family. Evidence shared online, including audio recordings, paints a disturbing picture of manipulation, blackmail, and failed accountability. This isn't the first time Daystar has faced accusations of covering up wrongdoing. Many of you may recall Marcus Lamb's infidelity scandal in 2010, which rocked the network. What you might not know is that the woman who exposed this affair has recently come forward to reveal the behind-the-scenes truth, a story of hush money, deception, and moral compromise. Listen to the shocking confession.
The story of the Daystar television network is one of inspiration and faith, but behind the glossy exterior lies a web of betrayal, deceit, and scandal that has left countless people reeling. In my journey as the director of marketing at Daystar began with hope and admiration, but it ended with heartbreak and trauma. This is my story of how I was deceived, manipulated, and ultimately asked to lie by Joni Lamb herself, and the devastating fallout that followed. In June 2005, I joined the Daystar television network as the director of marketing. During the application process, I was interviewed by Marcus Lamb, the co-founder of Daystar, and Janice Smith, the vice president of programming and sales. The interviews were thorough, and as a devout Christian, I was deeply invested in ensuring that the organization operated with moral integrity. Daystar's employment brochure even quoted 1 Thessalonians 5:12. "We beseech you, brethren, to know them, which labor among you and are over you in the Lord." When I asked Marcus and Janice about Daystar's moral standards, they assured me that the organization was committed to the highest Christian values, emphasizing chastity, modesty, and purity. These representations convinced me that Daystar was a place where my faith and professional life could coexist harmoniously. But little did I know, both Marcus and Janice were concealing a dark secret for 2 years. I worked diligently at Daystar, earning praise for my professionalism and contributions. Then in August 2007, an employee who reported to me discovered emails that exposed a shocking truth. Marcus Lamb and Janice Smith were engaged in an illicit sexual affair. The emails revealed that the affair had been ongoing for 7 years and included explicit messages and plans to use Daystar's resources to facilitate secret trips. The employee who found the emails shared them with me and another colleague before resigning. Reading those messages was devastating. The two people who had assured me of Daystar's commitment to Christian values were engaged in actions that completely contradicted those principles. Marcus even wrote to Janice that he couldn't wait to make her the next Mrs. Marcus Lamb. Unsure of what to do, I sought counsel from Fred and Anna Kendall, experienced marriage counselors who had often appeared on Daystar's flagship program Celebration. They advised that Marcus should step down from his leadership position and seek marriage counseling with his wife Joni. However, the Kendalls refused to confront Marcus themselves, leaving the burden on us to decide how to address the situation. We ultimately decided to inform Bill Trammell, Joan's father and a manager at Daystar. After reviewing the emails, Bill assured us he would share the information with Joni. Shortly thereafter, Joni called to thank me for bringing the affair to light, but her reaction raised questions. The email suggested she may have already known about her husband's infidelity. Following the revelation, Joni demanded that Janice Smith leave Daystar immediately. To expedite her departure, Daystar purchased her a home and entered into a dubious consulting agreement that paid her substantial sums of money, despite her providing no services of equivalent value. This hush money arrangement ensured Janice's silence, while Daystar fabricated a narrative about her sudden departure. As questions arose about Janice's exit, I was directed by Joni to participate in the cover-up. Daystar's leadership crafted a misleading story, and I was expected to relay it to employees and the public. The blatant deception and moral hypocrisy were intolerable, and I could no longer reconcile my faith with the actions of Daystar's leadership. On May 31st, 2008, I resigned. Leaving Daystar didn't end the trauma, the betrayal by leaders I had admired, and the pressure to lie left me deeply scarred. Over time, the emotional distress became overwhelming, leading to severe depression. By November 2010, I was in such a dark place that I was involuntarily committed to a mental institution. Meanwhile, my attorney sent a letter to Daystar's lawyer John Lynch indicating that I, along with 2 other former employees, were taking legal action. The fallout from this revelation would soon play out on national television. On November 30th, 2010, Daystar aired a special episode of Celebration, in which Marcus Lamb admitted to being unfaithful to his wife. The program featured appearances by the Kendalls and other guests who praised Marcus for his transparency and bravery. However, the narrative presented was riddled with falsehoods. Marcus claimed the affair was brief, when in reality it spanned 7 years, and he also misrepresented his response, falsely stating that he had stepped down from preaching for an extended period. The portrayal of Janice Smith as blameless was equally misleading, as she was a senior officer who knowingly participated in the misuse of Daystar's resources. Daystar's response to the scandal was a masterclass in damage control. The organization's leaders manipulated the narrative to preserve their reputations and protect the network. Behind the scenes, the truth was far more troubling. Donations meant to support a Christian ministry were instead used to fund secret trips, hush money, and a deceptive PR campaign.
The scandal at Daystar raises critical questions about accountability in faith-based organizations. How can donors trust that their contributions are used responsibly? How can employees reconcile their faith with the hypocrisy of their leaders? And most importantly, how can we, as a community, demand better from those who claim to represent Christian values? Daystar's story is not just about one man's moral failings. It's about a systemic failure to uphold the very values the organization preaches. The time has come for greater transparency and accountability in the Christian community. If you're donating to a ministry, you have the right to ask tough questions. If you're working in a faith-based organization, you deserve leadership that practices what they preach. And as believers, we must hold each other and our leaders to the highest standard of integrity. My friends, this is a call to action. Blind faith enables betrayal, but accountability can foster true growth. Let's continue to pray for healing, but let's also demand the truth. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Anointed TV. Join the conversation in the comments below. Together, we can shine a light in the darkest corners. Until next time, stay blessed and stay vigilant.